Hi guys, it's Aquifel again, and as I promised, I want to take a look at WCPW Loaded Episode 1, meaning What Culture Pro Wrestling Loaded Episode 1. And first off the bat, I want to say that I love the idea that the WhatCulture guys are having their own promotion. I'm not really a follower of WhatCulture. I've seen some of their videos, some of their lists mainly, because yeah, it's entertaining. And at times really informative, but yeah, basically the WhatCulture guys are fans who talk about the stuff they love, and I love it that these fans who criticize and comment on stuff WWE does, it's mainly WWE, so that they take the chance and take their fame to utilize the fame to really make their own product and showcase an alternative to the mainstream WWE most people know. The problem is, of course, is it a serious product? Is it does it deliver in the ring? Is it a serious product? And where will it go? We got to take a look at these things, and of course, it being the first episode, you can't be too harsh, of course. The show starts off with, what's his name again? Adam Pacitti introducing WCPW and talking about the way they landed there, where they are today, and why they make this do this promotion stuff, and that's pretty interesting. And then it starts with the first match, a three-way elimination match between Joseph Connors, Alex Gracie, and Gabriel Kidd. Kidd is eliminated first, and in the end, Connors defeats Gracie by DQ. But the match itself, it has some nice triangle spots. And, well, it's a nice match, Some high flying, some technical wrestling, and, basically a lot of moves rather than a really in-depth story in the ring. The sad thing is it ends in DQ, and I'm not going to talk about, it's a three-way, why does it end in DQ? It's if they decide to have a three-way dance, and, after the first person is eliminated, it becomes a normal match. There's nothing wrong about that. But still, having your first ever match end in a DQ, that's like... Then the second match is between El Ligero and Martin Kirby. First off, I want to say Kirby plays a pretty good heel, and still it's a comedy match. I thought it was pretty funny, not the funniest stuff I've seen in a while, not even in a wrestling ring. It's not like Kota Ibushi wrestling a blow-up doll. That one was really... But wrestling-wise, of course, it's not great, but it's a pretty fun match. It's the longest match of the night, and it really shows that Kirby should be, in the future, should be a great heel for WhatCulture Pro Wrestling. And El Ligero, well, I think he might be a talented guy. I don't really know it after this match. It was fun to watch, but no must-see. The singles match between Joe Coffey and Prince Amin, well, that one wasn't that good. Joe Coffey is a good guy. Prince Amin might be a good guy, but well, him walking out, it tells the story. Him walking out, being counted out, but in the end, that's not the kind of finish you want to have on your first show. A walk out, count out. That's so WWE early to mid 90s. You know what I mean. The match itself, well. Then we had the main event, the number one contendership match for the WCPW World title, and the winner went on to face Rampage for the title, and it was between Big Damo and Joe Hendry, and I absolutely loved Joe Hendry's entrance because he really mocks Big Damo, and he's quite the singer. Of course, as soon as Henry enters the arena, Damo right off the bat attacks him, and then we had a nice fall-away slam that Henry really can pull off the fallaway slam against Big Damo. That's impressive, really impressive, because Damo is a big guy. I mean, really big. It's like Rusev in woof. The match itself, of course, nice match, but rather short, maybe given to the format. And yeah, the stuff with Joe the Jobber, I'm not into, as I said in the beginning, I'm not really a huge follower of WhatCulture wrestling, so I don't really get the storyline behind this. The fanboys, of course, will, or the fans, of course, will, but yeah, well, in the end, we had a nice match, but I want to give some constructive criticism here. I'm not hating this stuff. Some people do. Some people are huge fanboys and like, oh, this is awesome. This is the best thing I've seen in years. Blah, blah, blah. No, you have not. It's not the best thing you have seen in years, because just from the in-ring action, if this is the best you have seen in years, you haven't been watching wrestling at all. Definitely not. And in terms of storylines, this is just the beginning. You can't really give some sort of opinion, some real opinion about the story as of this first show, because it's just the beginning of the storylines. But as I said, I want to criticize the booking here. We had a DQ ending in the first match, we had a comedy match, we had a walkout countout ending, and a special enforcer. We have 4 matches, and none of them was like a serious, really serious competition that ended cleanly. And for your first show, that's not the way you want the rest of your promotion to be, because that's exactly what many people criticize about WWE. Dumb finishes, unnecessary comedy matches, and so on. So I haven't seen episode 2 and 3 yet. I will in the next the next days, so the reviews will follow. Hopefully you'll go down another road, because yeah, if I want to see dumb finishes or unsatisfying finishes, I can watch WCW or WWE. If I want to see comedy matches or comedy in matches, I would always prefer Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, because there are comedic spots, but the matches are at times dead serious, or Chikara, because that's a special kind of comedy. So focus on putting on good wrestling. That's important. Find your own niche, but not doing everything people criticize about the WWE just in a way more underground sort or way. You get that. I'm not a native speaker, so fuck it. The next thing I want to criticize, and again, constructive criticism, not hating. Don't put so much focus on yourself. We get your YouTube stars, your fame has given you the chance to pull off this promotion. Still, yeah, we know you put a lot of time into the characters, and we know that this sort of comedy and these characters, they are WhatCulture, and of course they need to be involved in WhatCulture Pro Wrestling. But you have, I think the show went on for almost 90 minutes. It should be about 90 minutes, and you have about half an hour of wrestling. And the rest are, of course, entrances, and you need promos to get some stuff going, but in my opinion, you focused too much on yourselves. Yeah, I know you want to get the personalities over to the crowd, or to the people who don't really know them, and that's okay, but hopefully during the course of the next episodes, you tune that down a little bit, because the focus should lie on wrestling. Otherwise, it's WhatCulture Comedy Hour with some wrestling, and that's not the direction you want to go. At least if you're serious about pulling off a great alternative to the big mainstream promotions, because otherwise there are tons of indies who deliver more in ring, and who are still as entertaining to watch. So The first episode was pretty decent. For a first episode, it was entertaining to watch, especially given the format. There are not many promotions that air or are only aired via YouTube. Still, there are some things you need to work on, and yeah, if you don't stop with too much DQ finishes or walkout countout finishes and basically doing WWE stuff we all criticize. We are almost all wrestling fans that are on the internet criticize the WWE for doing. Don't do the same stuff. Because if you do the same stuff, you're just like WWE, probably with a little bit more talented guys at times, but as of now the WWE roster is rather talented, and well, just without the big budget and a low budget WWE, nobody needs that. So, hopefully you enjoyed my interview. Hopefully, if any of the WhatCulture guys will ever see this, I don't know. If they do see it, please, I'm not hating. I really want you to succeed with your promotion, but there are certain things you need to keep an eye on so that you don't become a low-budget WWE or WWE, satirical WWE. You should focus on putting on great matches and maybe having some WhatCulture comedy or WhatCulture personalities in it, but the mix, I know you still need to find the right mix. Hopefully you'll get there. The first show was a little bit too much WhatCulture and a little bit too less wrestling for my personal taste. So, hopefully you all enjoyed the video and maybe you'll tune in next time. I'm not going to start my own promotion. I don't have the money yet. But hopefully I'll see you next time. So long.